Let's take a deep dive into BMR, and that's your basal metabolic rate, the number of calories your body requires to perform life-sustaining functions such as breathing, circulating blood, regulating body temperature, and supporting cellular functions. Basically, to keep you alive, and it's the biggest component of our TDEE. Okay, so what makes it up? There's a number of factors: our age, our gender, our body composition, genetics, hormonal factors, environmental temperature, nutritional status, and caffeine and stimulants. So all these things will influence someone's BMR. Generally, BMR will decrease with age when you start losing muscle mass, so around that 25 to 30 bracket. Men will have a higher BMR. The leaner you are, the more muscle mass you have, the higher BMR you'll have. Genetics will make a difference. Some people just have fast metabolisms. Hormones, if we have issues with T3 and T4, for example, that can change our BMR. The temperature can influence our BMR, our nutritional status, and also the use of caffeine and other stimulants. So they will influence BMR. So really important for calculating our calorie needs, okay, because it helps us work out exactly what we need as a minimum to stay alive. Helps with weight management. Knowing our BMR helps us consume fewer calories in our TDEE, which helps us help people lose weight. It also allows us to make accurate adjustments, and we can then also adjust for activity level based on that, and then helps us understand metabolic changes. So with calculating BMR, we've got some simple calculations for that. We have the Harris-Benedict. We have here's a couple of examples here. I generally will still not worry about this with a client. I'm still going to use that body weight times 35 in kilos to get that person's general TDEE as a rule of thumb, okay? With the only way you can get a real BMR calculation, these are still guesses, educated guesses, but still guesses, is by using a DEXA scan to be able to get that for that particular person, okay? So from here, you do need to calculate TDEE, which is what we've talked about before, okay, because that calculates for everything, and we can use that for weight loss and weight gain. So again, the same rules as before apply. All we need to do with this information is really understand the practical applications of it and use the calculations as a way, or use the information as a way to educate our clients on what they need to do and why doing certain things may be bad for them. So an example of that is if someone is eating significantly low calories, like 900 calories a day or something like, or below their BMR, what's going to happen is that's going to actually very negatively influence them and will cause some actual problems. And females, we get a problem more so than males. It's called relative energy deficiency syndrome, where these clients simply actually suffer physiological issues from their weight loss, such as bone density issues, amenorrhea, lack of periods, whatever it is. If you eat below your BMR for too long, the basic rule of thumb is that you are basically not eating yourself to death. So it's very, very important to make sure that clients understand these numbers and don't go for crazy crash diets to try and achieve these things.